I'm a guy with a lot of ideas. Some are good, some are bad. Some stay with me, others just go. But when there's one idea that stays with me, it stays for good. Everywhere I would go, I would think about bikes. I was able to pinpoint a mobike or a color bike a mile away, and I was not the only one.
We're going to use it for the first time.
Nah.
Alright, so we have a new feature. We need how many number of bikes are available from next month. But I really want to use this app now.
Me too. I think like a very cool feature would be to like you define how many bikes you want, and then we tell you like you can get 2 bikes here and 1 bike in the other station. Our first customer of our app, here it is.
This thing not moving is so disorienting, right?
It's the same with the next bike.
It was time to start sharing with my friends. This is Akash giving his opinion.
What do you think of the idea?
I kind of really like it because I got irritated downloading multiple apps. I mean, the best I find till now is Mobike, but sometimes it's just not available.
Will you use this app?
If it works, yes, I will.
So, what do you think of the idea?
It's a good idea. I saw it working, so good. It's going to disrupt the bicycle market.
This is Hendrik, and he's kind of a big shot in the entrepreneurial world. He started a bunch of startups, and I really wanted to ask him about some concerns I had.
So you had a couple of startups?
Yes.
What happened?
My first startup was actually relatively a success, I would say. I was still in school and built a couple of forums, monetized by just having advertisements on them. They were about computer games. It was really fun because back then I was still in school. I think I was 16 years old and I was earning 4,000 or so a month. And
4,000?
Yeah. And I didn't even know how to spend all my money. I bought like the best gaming computers out there, most expensive graphics cards. It was like that for around 12 months, I would say. But then the algorithms of Google changed greatly and we weren't receiving as much traffic anymore. Started another company while I was in university, and there was one shareholder in the company and he was not active, which means I was working my ass off, but he wasn't. But back then I thought, okay, this guy, he has so much more experience, he's so much older, it's gonna be okay. Some investors would come to us, say, yeah, we want to invest in this because this is such a great idea. You're the guy doing everything, you built the whole technology, you programmed everything. Why is there an inactive person owning 65% shares in the company? And we scored big clients, really big clients. And then another investor came and he made us such a good offer with lots of money. But he said, okay, I will do it since you guys are kick-ass, but this inactive guy, we need to reduce his shares to 5%. And of course he didn't want to do it. And then I just stepped down as managing director of the company and everything fell apart. So my learning here is, when starting something, carefully think about whom you're actually giving shares to. If somebody drops out and you can't take back the shares of that person, it could be the end to the company because no investor is going to invest.
When do you decide that it's time to split the company?
So from a legal perspective, the moment you are earning money.
Hendrik was right. Equity management is actually a big deal. But at this point, we are more like a side project than an actual company. So now what we needed to focus is actually to release fast.
What are we doing, Abby?
We're working on the release structure.
This is going to be our first release. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Do you think that one day you'll be working on this full time?
Well, I am working on
Full time.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
You see yourself doing that?
Yeah.
And having a lot of fun?
Yeah. I'm having fun anyways.
Okay, I'm starting Bike Finder. It's loading. It's loading.
Okay.
Maybe. Alright, look at this.
Wow, wow, a lot of bikes around.
It's incredible how many bikes there are, and it's amazing there's one app that joined them all. Find the bike.
All of them. All of them.